Hey, so today is January 12th. I meant to make this video around New Year's, about a week ago or so, but I never got around to it, mainly because of laziness on my part. But I just wanted to wish all of you a Happy New Year. It's 2019, the last year before we get into the 2020s. I guess we'll start off by summing up last year. And there's not a whole lot to say. Not much happened. The year largely consisted of me lounging around, doing nothing all day. But I guess, one thing I can bring up is about my grandmother passing away. And I made a video about this when it happened, but it was difficult to take in at the time. I've been becoming increasingly distant from my family, not in a physical sense, but more so has to do with their beliefs, their worldview, and it's hard to compartmentalize that whenever I'm around them. But as for my grandmother, I was close to her, and I never had that sort of issue with her. And she was, religious, of course, but um, it didn't come with any of the, the prejudice or the toxic beliefs that all of my other family members share. I was close to her. She took care of me when I was younger, and in the last few years we had to take care of her when she started to become increasingly frail. Her Alzheimer's got worse, and it got to the point where she couldn't even feed herself. So I had to feed her soup every afternoon. And when she passed away, it it was it took a while for it to hit me. And I remember um, I was with my family. This was probably the night before the funeral, and we were watching videos of my grandmother that we took, a few years back. And right then and there, that's when it hit me that she's gone, and I started to break down and cry in front of my entire family. And I never meant to do that, of course. Um, and I certainly didn't want to express that sort of emotion in front of my family since, like I've said, I've become increasingly distant from them. But I just couldn't help it, and I'm gonna miss her. But I know that she's in a better place now. So other than that, there's not much else to comment on or to note. It was largely an uneventful year. As for 2019, I expect this year will be quite interesting for me. Uh, I haven't talked about this yet, but I recently applied for a computer programming course at my local college, and I believe I've been accepted. I still need to wait for a letter from them in the mail. I just hope that everything goes well. And finally, I'll be turning 20 years old in July. And that's crazy to think about. I certainly don't feel like 20, but since I'm going to college, this will be my first foray into guess, the real world of responsibilities. And so, maybe at that point, I'll feel a little bit more like my age, right? I don't know. Well, anyway, that's really all there is to say. Yeah, Happy New Year.